Hey there, welcome back guys. In today's video we're going over battery checkers, the Lipo battery checker for whether it's your FPV drone or remote control car. We're going to start off with this one here. This is the basic analog battery checker, and we also have the Hobby Porter, which is a digital version of it. They both do the same thing, except honestly in my opinion, I think the old-fashioned digital one is better, because it gives you a ding, lets you know when your battery's time is up, so you know to turn back your car. I'm pretty sure this could work on a drone too, because it's so light. It's so light that it's actually worthy of putting on the scale. I have a little scale over here that I use for my my drinks. But hey, why not use it since we're not drinking today, making any special shakes that require protein. Let's just test it out on the here. We have it set to grams, so weighs about 9 grams. This one is probably lighter. No, it weighs more. What do you know? 15 grams. Just feels so much lighter. Anyway, but on top of the battery, right? So the battery weighs about 392 grams, but with this thing on, 402. It's not going to make or break, it's not going to have a big impact. But let's say this is a battery for your FPV drone, right? So put it on there. 213 grams. 221. I mean, if you're really concerned about the weight, you will probably set it in your goggles. But what's good about the analog one, right, is that when your battery is about to deplete and reaches a certain stage, you can set this and program it to, let's say, for example, I'll show you. So as you can see, we plug it in, it tells you there's, we just missed it, but cell 1 has that much in it, cell 2 has 3.8, cell 3 has 3.81, cell 4 has 3.80, cell 5 has 3.80, and cell 6, etc. And then all cells have 22.8. which isn't bad. That means the battery is fully charged, and it allows you to see how healthy the cells are, which is great because you want to know if they're good to go. But what I like about the analog one is that when you press it, right, you can set it where you want it to go off, like the alarm. There's an alarm. So 3.81 off, you can set the number to where when you want it to start beeping, okay? Whereas the other one, and then to turn back your RC car. So for me, I'm not going to fly with this because I usually fly my FPV drone until it falls from the sky. Bad habit though, don't do that, but I'm still learning. So for this case, I'd want it to be set here. 11.6 all the voltage, and the only downside is it has to cycle through all the cells before it gives you the grand total. See, all cells 11.7, then it starts again from 1, then it goes to 2, etc., etc. And then so to set it, right, and forget it, you just press it. See, I want it to turn back, to shut off, and start beeping basically at 3.6, so I think that's fair enough. So that's when it'll stop going beep, 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 right? And then, of course, 3.70, oops, off, 3.80. That's when it'll start beeping. I think that's enough. There's about 11. And then you can set it to whatever. Now, the other one, remember, this is the, I call it the analog one. The other one is pretty. It's beautiful. It looks like it's the holy grail of Lipo battery checkers. But unfortunately, I'll plug it in and I'll let you guys see for yourself. I like it and I don't like it, and I'll tell you why. Hold on, let me plug this in. It's a little tricky once you get it in. So the black is the negative, right? So you have to match the black with the negative with the negative. And then when you plug it in, see, it works. Looks like all my cells are healthy. The only downside is it doesn't give you the total. So you can cycle through. There's a little switch over here, right? Then you have some metrics, the S-bus metrics. Then you have the DSM, and then you have here some more metrics, ppm, etc., PWM, and then it goes back to the beginning again. And as you can see, how many cells is this? This is 3 cells, so that's correct. And all the cells look pretty healthy. There's nothing wrong with them. And you know, you want to watch that, because if you have a cell, let's say cell number 2 looks a little bit low, but it's fair. I think it's fair. It's when you don't see it, then you're out of a battery. And these batteries are expensive, so you want to check them. Especially this battery, I like to check, and I like to storage charge it, because I'm not spending another $100 on them. That's pretty much it for these. So you have here the Hobby Porter, and then you have this one. I'll leave a link to them in the description below, so that you guys can decide for yourself. And you see there's some directions here. It says, so font is so small I can't see it. They didn't think about it's probably on the box. But I use this for the RC car. This one says use for 1.85 Lipo. Use for 1 to 8S batteries, which is great. Some voltage direction, total voltage, which we know about, and then we have 1S test mode voltage, low voltage, alarm set value range off, 2.7 to 3.8. See, that's the only range you got. So I set mine to the max, which is 3.8, because I don't want to run it down too much. So to double check, right? Let's see what I ran it to. And again, you could attach this to your drone. There's nothing wrong with it. To your Pavo, might be a little heavy, but if you're new to the FPV, I don't see anything wrong with attaching this to your Pavo. So I'm going to set the max to 3.8 for the off. See, it resets automatically. Well, actually, we get more than 3.8. Let's see how it goes. So we'll set it to the max, 3.7, but on the back it said 3.5. Well, whichever. Anyway, actually, let's test that one more time, because let's see, off 3.8. Yep, 3.8 is the max. Okay, so that's where we'll stop. 3.678, and that's where I want it to stop. This one I can't leave it on there, but it'll be set. Hopefully it saves. You might want to check it every time you start again. Actually, let's check it now. We plugged it out, right? And then you saw that glitch thing. Welcome back to everything that glitches. But as we know, the negative goes on the end. Okay, and then off. See, so it does reset. So in this one, you have to set it every time you plug in the battery, so it doesn't save. This one's more like a pocket thing. It doesn't beep either, so get that fancy I didn't hear no bells. Yeah, so unfortunately with that, but it works. It does what it's supposed to do. The only thing I'll have to do is attach it. So what I do is I leave it attached to the battery. This one came off, so I have some little Velcro strips there. You could use a Velcro strip or something stronger, but the only downside to the double-sided tape, no matter how strong it is, when it gets weathered, it just loses its stickiness. But with these Glad plug-in strips, they pretty much do the job. And that's pretty much it for your Lipo battery tester / checker. I hope this video helped you. And if it did, remember to like and subscribe. And if you have any ideas or suggestions for other videos, feel free to leave them down below. Or even your questions and comments too are welcome. And I guess I'll see you all next time.